Now I'm gonna save my data set. I had downloaded data from Alpha, Bimbo, and the market, and I run a regression model, a market model. Then I'm gonna save the data now, and I'm gonna bring I'm gonna save the data in my disk, and now I'm gonna bring the Fred use dataset, the CETES from the Fred database, and you can see that now this is the the annual percentage rate of the CETES for the Mexican market from 1978 to 2013. I brought this one with the command Fred use, and this is the series. And then I'm going to calculate an approximation for the monthly CETES returns, the simple and continually compounded, just applying the logarithm natural log to the simple returns. I will get the continually compounded returns. And I run this. Then once I run it, I generated these two columns. Okay. Now I'm gonna format. I just do some formatting. Then I'm gonna save the file. I'm gonna clear it, and then I'm gonna use. I'm gonna save it. Then I'm gonna use now the previous file that I was working on with the alpha. Okay. Now that I have saved the settings, now I can merge both files. Okay. I have to rename the variable that corresponds to the time, and I have to rename it with the same name for both files. In this case, I'm gonna call this month. Okay, period. I'm gonna call it month. Then here gotta change this. Okay. Here is month. Since I changed this, then I can just rerun everything. From here. This is one of the advantages of programming, that you can rerun your code as many times as you wish when you make a little change. Then I'm gonna rerun it until here, until the merge. Okay, once I run this, I can see that there is no error, there is no red message, and then I can see that I run the regression, I run the t-test, then I save the files, I access the Fred database, I made a manipulation of the CETES data, and then I did the merge. And here this is the result of the merge, and meaning that 49 months were matched. And then now I can see here that at the end I have the CETES returns at the end of my data set. I have all the market, the alpha, the bimbo data, and at the end I have this is CETES return. That is the market return. Is this the risk-free rate return of the Mexican market, the CETES return. Okay, and this is just a control variable to indicate whether if there were a match or not. I can see that there were match of 49 months, and there were not match in many months. In this case, when it says using only 2, that means that this time period was only found in the second file, in the CETES file. Then I don't care about this. I gotta delete this. I just care about the period where I found data for both files. Then this if you see this value is 2, the merge, then I can delete all the rows that has a merge different than 3, and just keep with the rows where the merge variable is equal to 3, where there was a match. How to do this is just drop. I can just drop if the variable merge is different than 3. Then when I run that one, it says 383 observations were deleted, and I can see that yes, I have only 49 month. But now this variable, I do not need this variable anymore. Now instead of deleting a column, I'm gonna delete a row. Now instead of deleting rows like here, I'm gonna be deleting a column, this variable that I do not need anymore. Then I can see now that I have my original stock data plus the risk-free rate data for every period. Now I can calculate the premiums for the stocks and the premium for the market in order to be ready to run a KPM model, regression model. That is a type of a market model, but now instead of using the actual returns of the instrument, I'm gonna be using the premium returns. Which are the premium returns? Are the returns at over the risk-free rate. Then the only thing I can do is I have to generate a new variable for the premium of alpha. That is going to be the difference from alpha returns minus the risk-free rate, and I'm going to generate the premium for the market. That is going to be the difference from the market returns and the risk-free rate, and then I can use these premium returns to run the regression model, the KPM. Then I'm going to run this. You can see the output, and now I can see that the regression model is very similar to what I had in the market model when I did not calculate the premiums. It's basically very close. Most of the times will be very similar, the market model and the KPM, but this is better to run the actual KPM model. Then I can see that the beta of alpha is just barely 1. Okay, and then I can also then here do the same output, the same interpretation than before. Then I'm gonna stop here, and then later on I'm gonna run rolling regressions for different rolling windows for the KPM.